Hey everybody, it's Kai from High Schooler Movie Reviews, and I'm going to be reviewing Blockers today. So, just right off the bat, like when I first saw the trailer to Blockers, it looked horrible. I thought it was going to be like one of those comedies, kind of like Let's Be Cops, that is going to come out and just be awkwardly unfunny the entire time and would just get like in the 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, I was really surprised when it ended up coming out, and I ended up hearing all these people saying it was a really great movie. So basically what it's about is it kind of takes the old formula of American Pie, where it takes a whole bunch of high schooler kids and that are trying to lose their virginity, and it flips it up on its head where it's now the parents trying to stop them, and it mostly just follows the parents and their storyline. And I really enjoyed that, and which is where it's kind of weird because you'd think it'd be marketed to high schooler kids, but really this movie has more messages towards parents and how to be a good parent than anything like that. So to get started on what I really liked about this is I loved the group of parents that got together. So it had John Cena in it, had Leslie Mann and Ike Barinholtz, or I think that's his last name. I don't know how to say his last name. But anyways, what I really loved about this group of parents is, first of all, they had great chemistry when interacting with each other. They weren't overly funny all the time, but they definitely brought on like the more emotional parts, and each one of them represented a different part of helicopter parents that just affects their children differently. So like with John Cena, he just really wants his daughter to be innocent, doesn't want her to like ever be drunk or anything, and because of that, he is constantly just hovering over her. With Leslie Mann, she's a single mom and she sees herself as like her daughter's best friend, and because she's sad that her daughter's going off to college and stuff like that, that's why she's hovering over her child. And with Ike, he's kind of the opposite of that. He wants his daughter to have a really great time, and because of that, he's like, he's a little bit more crazy than the rest of the parents, but he's kind of forcing his own agenda on his daughter on how he thinks she should live her life and have a good time that way. So I really like that component about it where it just kind of shows different elements on why these certain parents aren't succeeding, but they all have like great intentions about that. And because they have great intentions, you can really sympathize with them that way. Another thing is I just love the like wild goose chase that goes on for like stopping them. The different locations that they go to kind of reminded me like Superbad, where in order to like before they get to the party, they go to the adult party and a whole bunch of crazy things go down there. And it's just fun like that. There's so many memorable moments like that. Another thing that was great was also the chemistry between the three high school girls. And you could just tell they would actually be really great friends in life. I'm not sure if they actually are, but I'd totally buy it if they were, because just being in high school and seeing how high school girls interact with each other every day, it's like that, where they actually like super care about each other, and it's not like it's a constant joke after a constant joke. They just act goofy around each other. And their high school or prom group was also amazing. It just had a whole bunch of misfitted people, which also just seemed a lot like real high school. If you go to prom, you're gonna end up getting like one like band nerd in it, and then like a jock, and then like a stoner, and like even though it's like a misfit of people that generally wouldn't hang out with each other, like it's fun seeing them interact with each other. It's hilarious. So that was really great, and when they ended up bringing on the more emotional moments, it really felt real. I felt like I was getting a little teary up in a few moments in this movie. One thing I can say is it wasn't necessarily like super hilarious through most of the movie. Most of the time I wasn't laughing. There are a few moments in it where I was just dying laughing. And what was kind of weird is like some of these moments were in the trailer and I just didn't find it as funny in the trailer, but once it was actually in the movie, I was dead inside. It was so funny. So ultimately, I didn't have too many cons with this movie. I walked out of it having a really good time. I wouldn't say it's the most memorable movie in the year. I wouldn't say it's as good as Game Night, which is probably my favorite comedy of the year so far. But definitely, it was a really fun time in the movie theater. So I would say, definitely, like if you have a helicopter parent, probably not a great idea to bring them to this movie, because they would know what's up. They would know that you're probably like passively aggressively getting on them. But even if you are in high school, yes, take your high school friends. You'll end up getting a lot of laughs in, and you can relate to it with the prom element. But yeah, it's a great movie. So I would say I liked Blockers. So thank you guys very much. Watch more of my reviews and have a great day.